Hi, I'm Abby Carter. The person that I chose to teach was my 7-year-old brother, Braxton, who's in 2nd grade. And the tool that I used to teach him was called StringThing, which essentially is students are able to create songs using different kinds of strings. So there's acoustic, there's electric, and then there's synthesizer. The reason why I chose to use this resource was because it went along with the 2nd grade standard of increasing, develop consistency in rhythm using instruments, and I figured this would be a great tool for my brother to use because my brother really, really likes music. So, and it's something that he hasn't had a lot of experience with. He hasn't really heard strings a whole lot, so I thought this would be really good for him to use. It went really well. I thought it was effective in teaching the subject matter. What I did before I started teaching the resource to him was I did a hook to, kind of get his attention. I clapped a rhythm and had him clap it back. He was a little reluctant at first, but then again it was kind of later at night, but he did it. And then I showed him how to use the resource. I created a song and had him listen to it, and then I told him, okay, you can go ahead and use it and create any song that you want. And I showed him, how to change the pitches of the strings and how to put the percussion on there. And I was really surprised because I was expecting him to create a really simple rhythm, because when I tried teaching him a math resource that involved clicking and dragging, he had a lot of difficulty with that because he hadn't had a lot of experience clicking and dragging with a computer. So I was worried that he might not create something very long or cool, but I was really pleased with what he came up with because he had a couple different rhythms in there. The second part of the song was pretty consistent rhythm-wise. I gave him a lot of freedom in what kind of rhythms he could do, so I was really pleased that he stuck with 2 rhythms, and it sounded really, really cool. So, and he was pretty consistent, and the rhythm sounded great, so it was effective in teaching the subject matter. In terms of engagement, he was engaged the entire time. He really, really liked playing with the different pitches of the strings, and didn't have a problem clicking and dragging them to their appropriate places once I showed him how to do that. So I was really pleased, and so that wasn't a deferment from his engagement, so it was really engaging. Efficient, yes, it was very efficient because it would have taken me a long time to teach him how to use a string instrument because I've never played a string instrument, so this was very efficient. I would definitely use this in my classroom, but I would only use it after they've developed consistency in body percussion, because that's a lot easier than having to do it with instruments. So once they have developed proficiency in body percussion and be able to maybe create a simple rhythm using, like clapping or patting their legs or whatever, then I would introduce them to this, because it's a lot of fun, and I would let my students be free to do any rhythm that they wanted, as long as the rhythms make sense. Thanks.